gadget, after a few minutes, he'll just operate it. I'll need lessons from him for 3-4 days. So that's why I said, okay, fine. For us, teach us to be somehow to become technology savvy, but we should invest in our youth. This is their time. And if we invest in them, Africa has the future in scientific and technological development. Should invest in their education, science and technology education, but we should also invest in innovation, their innovation, and invest in them as innovators. Three, 4 years ago, we decided to increase money in scientific research and development. But one of the things that we embarked on is the incubators. These guys told me that there is something is called incubators. If I was not told what it is, I would have thought that someone taking eggs, putting them in an incubator, and after 21 days you get chicks. But these are different eggs altogether. It is investing in our young men and women. We've done that at the Commission of Science and Technology. Mr. Mulamula is here, Dr. Mshinda. So far, they have succeeded in creating some prominent guys. Max Maribo, where are you? Stand up. That young man, Max Maripo, who is gone beyond Tanzanian borders now, is a product of the investment we have done in that young man. Day one. Day one, where are you?
Up there. Up there.
Up there.
Day one, there. Another one? I think there are 3 already. So it is investments in young men like these ones that we pursue. The incubators is the way to go. This is the way to go. We have got to invest. I'm sure in the next few years we will have a lot of these technologies that are now going to become homegrown because they have created innovations that are used in Tanzania and that they are used beyond Tanzania. Time has come to advance science and technology and identify properly for Africa's development endeavors. The economies of many African countries are doing better these days than they were many years back. So there is no reason why we should not do it. But even if we are not so rich, there is a Swahili saying, katapua unge wa nyingi. But if you want to beautify your face, and if it needs to cut a bit of the nose, then you can manage for beautiful. All of this is saying after is make some sacrifices. You're ready to make some sacrifices in order to make advancement in life. Even if in poor nations, we should make sacrifices and invest in research, development, innovation in science and technology. It will pay dividends in the longer term. All that is required of us is to put in place robust national policies, as well as regional, continental frameworks to promote science, technology, and innovation in our country, in our continent. We should also make use of South-South cooperation to support Africa's endeavors. The truth of the matter is, where and when it may not be easy to get access to modern technology from the developed countries, some countries in the South can readily do that. We may not be able to buy the expensive drugs, but you can get the generics from India and save lives. So we can work with countries like India, Malaysia, China, and all these other developing countries, and be able to build and advance science and technology on the continent. Ladies and gentlemen, the Smart Partnership Dialogue can easily facilitate that. But we should also use our collective voice from this dialogue and talk the many regional and global fora that we are members or we participate to pitch for easing or removal of barriers to access to technology. Barriers to transfer of technology from the developed world to the developing countries. In the long term, however, we must work towards building local technological base. One other way of making quick progress in this is to tap the experience and expertise of Africans in the diaspora, of people, all people of African origin in the diaspora, who happen to be in their hundreds of millions. We may not be able to reverse the brain drain anytime soon, but we can find ways to benefit from the knowledge these Africans and people of African descent who live abroad possess. Today, in one of the 29ers session, there was a young man, a Tanzanian, very young man. What was mom? Yeah, that one. I think he was born there, but now he's been encouraged enough, he's come back. They've set up something on IT with his fellows. Now we are using that. From the diaspora, he's come back. We have a number of these guys. We have to look, identify them, encourage them to come back. Certainly they have something to offer. The diaspora could be one of our bases, of a stepping board towards development of science and technology in Africa. But some of our people think that they don't matter. Nasema si waliondoka wenyewe, wache na wakayoko huko. Wanataka kunufaika kote na kote. No, I was saying, and I know that my fellow Tanzanians know that. You know, there was a time we were discussing the issue of dual citizenship. To give dual citizenship to, let's discuss the issue of giving dual citizenship to our Tanzanians who are living abroad. Oh, negative, very negative reaction. Say, why? They left on their own. Now they want to take benefits from both. Anataka kufaidi huku na huku. Wakai huko huko, leave them there. But I believe this is a group that we can really give access to, make use of that they can make a huge difference. But some of them are highly praised. Some of them have gained a lot of competence, a lot of knowledge, which The people up there are benefiting. So we say no, we're fine. If we remain there, but at least let's make use of the knowledge that we require for the development of our respective countries. But we should also encourage the establishment of universities and institutions of science and technology to train the human resource that we need for development. When Wolfenson was president of the World Bank, President Mandela visited him. And in his discussions with him, he said, one of the contributions that you can make to assist fast development, growth and development in Africa is the establishment of science and technology institutions. Wolfenson took up that, talked to the Africans in the World Bank. At that time, a Tanzanian lady was the vice president in the World Bank. Hi and Ngozi of Nigeria were given the assignment. The matter was later discussed in the African Union. And there was a decision to establish 4 institutions. One in the west, one in the east, another one in the south, and another one in the north. The decision at the beginning was let the west and the eastern institutions be the first ones to take off. Well, we tried to ask for support. We couldn't get. Then I took a decision that we are going to build that university ourselves. We have done it. We call it the Nelson Mandela Institute of Science and Technology. The Vice President, who is himself a nuclear scientist, is the Chancellor of that university. I visited them. A lot of innovation is going on. You'll be impressed with what these young men and women from this continent are actually doing. Very creative, very innovative, very practical solutions to the challenges that we are facing of our development in industry, in agriculture, in mining, in water, in electricity, you name it. But we need to build more and more of these institutions. Because at the beginning, when I came into office, and I was handed over this document by Mr. Mkapa, and the history that it came from the World Bank. I thought the World Bank would give us money to build the institution. We approached them and said, no, we only gave ideas. Now that you have adopted those ideas, well, the construction is your business. But so far so good, we have the institution. But I believe we have got to do more and more of this on the continent. I'm sure we'll have created a critical scientific and technological base. The institute is there, is for Africa. All African countries who are interested, send their young men and women there. They will train. The Nigerian one is already taken off, the Dar es Salaam one is taken off. We're waiting for the construction of the remaining 2 institutions. But why should there be 2? President Bongo can build another one in Gabon for the Central African region. Let's just build as many as we can, because at the end of the day, it's an investment that will never go to waste. It's an investment that will help promote growth and development. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm aware that in the course of our meeting we will discuss all these issues and chart the way forward that will ensure the continent invests more in science and technology. We will explore and clarify issues on how technology interacts with other inputs to impact on growth and development. We will share our experiences in acquiring, using and developing technology in improving the quality of life of our societies and our peoples. In the process, we will build a network of development actors within our continent who are knowledgeable and committed in developing and using technology for improving the welfare of their countries on a sustainable basis. Ladies and gentlemen, in the coming 3 days, we'll have time to reflect our past, present and future prospects on how to manage technology for our development. I'm sure we'll do our best to come out with new ideas, innovative ideas to promote science and technology on the continent. Indeed, the future looks